It's all my fault. I needed to eat some food. The pizza only just come out of the oven. How you all doing? Thank you for joining me. Look how brown I am. Sorry. Look how unprofessional I am. So, yes. Hello, everyone. Lockdown's not been too bad. Hello, my darling. How are you? Archnin. Hello, Dad. Evening, George and Alex. Thank you very much. Morning, gents. Graham off Dalton. Hi, how you doing? Sorry we couldn't film yesterday. I'm going to move. Let's get out of the chat box. What's happened to the camera? Camera's gone mad again. I'm going to just move the camera a little bit. We need more expensive blue tack, Alex. Yeah. So, Nanny Bot got called into work. Random! Random's back. Random hasn't been on. Lucky call sign. Hello, my darling. I haven't had a chance to post out. Sitting on my hair. Haven't had a chance to post out your bits yet, sweetheart. I'll get them done this week. Hey, Leon. Leon and Law both in there. Hello, Birchie. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Thank you for watching, everyone. So, listen. It's been wicked weather. It's been so good. And you know the Italian in me. I keep falling asleep on my roof. My neighbour don't like it. Do you know, I actually heard her today, Alex. Mm-hmm. So I'll have a bit of a chat with Nanny, but I hope you don't mind. I heard her, so I went out there today, and I'm just lying there. Yeah, what are you saying? From Mexico, peace, brother. Thank you for joining me. I met some wicked Mexicans at Worlds. I don't know if you were one of them, because you've all got your call signs and that. If you are, let me know. Because I remember a few of you that I met there, and you're great guys. And yeah, it's a shame you all. I'd love to come to Mexico and play. Captain Rex, I love you, babe. Thank you, darling. No, but they're friends of mine. They are wicked, man. They are well good. I always drop the Mexicans because I always remember both worlds I've been to. I met a couple of lovely groups of Mexicans, and yeah. You know, one love to you, but you know that. I hope you lot are all safe out there. Go and hide behind the cactuses or something. I'm being so stereotypical. What? It's mild racism. It's all inclusive. It's okay. Andreas, what are you saying, bro? You're right, my friend. So, Nanny Bot got called to work. I was telling him, yeah, so I was lying up there. Yeah. And I heard her, so I was lying forward, and then I saw the window, and she come to the window, got all pissed, slammed the window, closed the blinds, went downstairs in the garden, and at the top of her voice, so I could hear, went, I might as well just sit down here. I was like, what? I'm lying on my roof getting a tan, woman. I hope she's watching. If you're watching, chill out. I'm just getting a tan. She
was mad when me and Scarlett were up on the roof, and she came out in the garden, had a quick look around to see if anybody's about. Couldn't see anybody. Sat down in a chair, turned around, noticed I was standing on the roof, and then got up, walked back inside, and closed the door.
It's my roof. I'm gonna stand on it. It's my rights. It's Corona crazy all over town. Absolutely, Captain Rex. Yeah, all over. Do you know the bit of me that gets burnt is the bit the hair hides? That's the danger zone for burn zone. Because I am an Italian. I'm half Italian, half North African. So I literally go so brown so quick. And I love it anyway. So what have we been doing corona-wise? Alex has been working like a maniac. He's basically, watch out for seagulls. Yeah, I will. Thank you, Captain Rex. That's never happened, you know. Has that ever happened to you?
What's that?
Have you ever had a bird crap on you?
No.
No, me neither. I'm not that lucky. So imagine, I would have won worlds if a bird had crapped on me, not just Euros.
Yeah.
Maybe. Right. So anyway, Alex has been working his butt off, and I have become heavily addicted to exercise, which is really weird. I've been running. He's even got an app so we can see how far round the Death Star we've run. It's 100 miles?
Yeah, 99 miles.
It's 99 miles. So we're in the process. I'm 44, I've started running. I don't know what's going on. I've really enjoyed actually using lockdown for that. Really getting into it. Alex is training. Everyone's training. I took Scarlett out, nearly killed her. Bless her. But you got to find a positive, right? You lock down, you got to find something to do. We're allowed to have our hour exercise. We're really blessed. We run across an alley, and then we're on the side of the riverbank And there's only sheep. Yeah, there's only sheep. So tell me what you've all been doing. I'm going to do some painting tonight. I'm 40 next month and I've started exercise for the first time. Honestly, right, Archnim, I got really, like, if those of you that saw me at Worlds when Sim won, I was really fat. I was like 14 and a half stone. I dropped to 10 and a half and I'm back up to nearly 11. But doing exercise, it's like the best drug I've ever had. And it was really hard at first. And then you turn this weird little corner where I'm genuinely waking up and doing 100 push-ups. And I'm like, right now I'm ready, all buzzing off of it. So, best drug out there, kids. Genuinely, really good. Al, should we go split?
Yeah, let's go split.
And I'll show you what we're doing. I love you all, by the way. Thank you for coming back, because this is my night. I'm sorry we haven't streamed as much as we'd like to. I love you, Alan Barlow. So, listen, I'm sorry, right? We're just doing just like a little stretch goal that we put up just to help us run things. Thank you for that. We haven't had time to set up a giveaway tonight. Next week, tune in, please. I'll have at least 2 nice pieces to give away to you guys. Evening, sweetheart. Did you tilt your head? No, actually, Paul, I tilted my phone. And I wanted to message you, but I didn't have time because I was washing because I needed to do this. So he sent me, he's a bad man. He sent me one of those meme things.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm cleverer than the average bear, boo-boo.
Right.
Do you get that reference?
No.
Oh, for God's sake. No one gets my references. Old people in the chat, you get that, don't you? You all know who I'm talking about. Right, moving in. So I'm painting this. I'm not going mad like I did with these. Look how much better picture we got tonight. Can you see the difference now, guys? Last week's camera was really bad. Can you see them better now, can't you? Smarter than the average Alex. Good evening, boo-boo. Johnny 6, hello, my beautiful man. Yogi C, thank you, old people, for tuning in and understanding my my childhood references. He does, let me tell you a story quickly. The Rasta house was struck with a massive mishap this morning. So I was lucky enough to have this builder say I can plaster your spare room and I can only come then. And so we've given him we've done all like that social distancing and I give him all his space and let him in and that. And so once he was in and set, I come out and I went down in the kitchen. I'm like, I've got to do the laundry because I washed some clothes for Alex. I went to the washing machine, it's all locked up. I'm trying to get it working. And you know the sound of the motor when it's burnt out? And I'm like, oh man, that's 500 knicker in it, straight down the toilet. Sorry, for those of you that are not from the East End of London, that's £500 wasted. Okay, I have to remember that I'm not in Walthamstow.
Same thing at work.
Sorry. But then I go upstairs, I get on my sun lounger just for a bit. 'Cause I'm like, I'm stressed now. I've got to find this money. I'm just going to sit in the sun and do what Italians do. Just relax, maybe fall asleep for half an hour. And hopefully when I wake up, it'll be better. Do you know what? It worked. When I woke up, I was woken up by my daughter playing a meme out of her phone of people going, yay! And I was like, what's up? You went, Alex has fixed the washing machine. Nannybot went into R2D2 protocol, disassembled my washing. Honestly, I come down, he's there with a mop. There's towels, he's soaking wet, there's grease everywhere. Washing machine's working. I'm like, Nannybot, you're the best. Nannybot saved me like 300 quid today. I love Nannybot. So I went and got him nice stuff from Aldi and I'm going to do him a lovely little romantic meal later. You don't know about that, do you?
No, not really.
No, I know. Nannybot for the win, man. Nannybot for the win. Seriously. Little angels, bless him. I was like, ah. And then he fixes it like just a legend. So, sorry, you know I get carried away, and part of painting with Rasta mace is listening to Rasta talk a lot, okay? We have been locked up, and we've both been struggling with not having contact with people in the past week or so. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So, like, mental health-wise, it's all about social chat with you guys. Yeah, look, so Sif Panda, Law and Leon, those of you that don't know, they're doing they're playing games like almost every night of the week. They've got this cool little thing and it tells you what nights they don't stream. And they stream from about, I think, 3:30 till 5 o'clock GMT, right? And they play games. And Leon and Law both wicked at X-Wing, right? As well as lovely people. So if you guys can tune into that because there's going to be stuff on the internet. It's great. The community's come together. Loads of people are putting loads of stuff out there. You know, I try to do my best with these more like bigger put together ones. But we can't do it as much as we'd like to. So between everyone and Lee and Leon, and there's loads of people doing stuff, check everyone out and we'll have some fun. Got me glove. Right, I'm going to actually do some painting. Watch the Pandas today. Great game. Low scores, but great game. Cheers for the shout out, Rasta. Really means. Oh, no, babe. Honestly, Leon's a beast. I've played Leon a few times, man. And genuinely, Leon, I got lucky both times, bro. So, you know how close the games were. You know I have a bit of that stupid forcey crap and I win games because of that. You're a really good player, bro. And you know that because I shut me gob when I play you. It's the biggest sign of respect I can show anyone. Bloody fun. Don't go there. Don't go there. And yeah, I remember a couple of games. But I did you proud. So I love you, bro. Right, so listen, I'm going to just base coat it quickly. Loads of greys today. And I got, listen, exciting stuff. Did I just break the mic with my clap?
Yeah, maybe.
You can't see nothing yet. But I got these great stencils from Lee. Let's peel one off. Right. Oh, you still can't see. There you go. In the light like that. Can you see that? That's an Aquila stencil. We're going to use these. So we've got some fun stuff. There is a link of how to get to Lee's page in the chat, in below the stream. Alex?
Yeah, it is below the stream.
Thank you, Alex.
I haven't updated it yet.
Right, so I'm using Somber Grey. I'm going to be using mainly Game Air Vallejo paint today, yeah? Oh, Jesus. When Alex fixes it.
Yeah, I know.
Alex is going to fix it. Chill, man. Do you know how hard these work? Alex is one of the key workers in this country, right? And honestly, people are bloody idiots. So yesterday I went to our local co-op. Even he come back from work and he went, can you please not come in my co-op and threaten to beat people up? He went, that's my job. There's just some people are so ignorant. These two people climbed over me basically, went in front of me and then decided to come back and do the same the second time. And the second time they did it, they had to get told. Ooh. Oh, good for you, mister. Why haven't you got an iPad with you, Paul? Yeah, I'm 44, even I own one of them. Take it with you, bro. Right, so I'm going to start with this this somber grey. So it's kind of like a blue grey. And we're just going to quickly get a base coat on, right? Nothing fancy here. Yeah, so Lee, I watched your stream where he did the Beholder, Devourer, what they call now, with the big eye from Magic or D&D. Lee's going to tell me in a second.
Devourer?
The Devourer. Beholder.
Beholder.
The Beholder. Sorry, you got to read for me, Nanny Bot.
I was fixing...
Oh, he was fixed. Sorry, Nanny Bot. I'm being over demanding. I'm sorry, man. Forgive me. Right, love a Beholder. Yeah, so Lee's going to get me a Beholder. Where's my water? Lee's going to get me a Beholder and I'm going to paint one. I've never painted nothing like that, so I'm going to really enjoy it. And I said to Lee did it in 2 hours. And I said to Lee, I'll see if I can do it in 10. But this one, I'm really, really, really going to try and actually get this done in this show for you, right? I'm not going to go stupido because what he pulled off in 2 hours was really nice. And I've got to maybe find a bit of balance for you guys. Beholders are great. It was a good tutorial. Watched it back in the room. I have so much D&D stuff to paint. Beholder, I hardly know her. Is that a joke? But Random Haney, I don't get. I'm not a D&Der. I'd love to D&D though, wouldn't you? I'd love to do some good Star Wars D&D. Do you know I was doing it without my glasses and I was like, why can't I see? That's why. Evening. Hello, Mrs. Stander. You're one of the people I'm meeting for a drink. Honestly, I'm going to come to Essex and see you. My mum and dad live in East London still. So after this is all done, I'll be going to see them. And I'm going to come up and see you. And I am going to take you out for a drink without Paul. Because it's just so common. Do you know what I mean? I mean, where do you take someone like that for a drink? Come to our house. Oh, he's so sweet. I will come and give Jude a game of X-Wing and I'll bring you a box of chocolates. Because, you know, I love him. Right, sorry. So, grey. That's it. That'd do, wouldn't it? Does that look all grey? Do you know, isn't it weird I can see it? You know why I can see it better on the tellies? Because it's bigger, isn't it? Such an idiot. It took me that long to work it out. Yeah, so all grey. Oh, Lee's doing messages. Is that for me? I saw a Rasta. Mm-hmm. Rasta maze.
Stop reading your phone.
Oh, don't send me messages then midstream. You're a bad man. I'll come to your house, Miss Stander, and I'll bring a nice pasta sauce with me. All right, and you can put it in some pasta, and I'll make you a little dinner. Because that husband of yours, I heard he never cooks, and that's just not on, is it? Can't have men in your life that can't cook. Right, I'm just cleaning out my brush. Has it been nice weather where you all are in the country, in the UK, or wherever you are around the world? Because I'll tell you what.
I think Archinin said it was raining a lot.
Is Archinin in California and it's raining? That's the irony of that.
Let me scroll up.
Are you scrolling up?
I'm scrolling up. Somebody said it was raining. Yep, Archinin.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was a little chilly for us until about 1 o'clock as well. It warmed up nicely. It ain't as hot as it has been, but beautiful sunshine. And, you know, I'll take it where I can get it. Right, so I'm just going to step up a grey. I'm going to go. So what have I got? Oh, I've got lots of greys. Let's have a look what we got, right? What is that noise? Oh,
that?
Unscrew that. My hypersensitive bat hearing's going mad. So that's what we started with. Should I just go cold grey? No, I'm not going to go Stonewall. I'm going to go cold grey and then I'll do a couple of bits with a Stonewall. If I can just get this hit with an airbrush where I just have to like pin wash it.
It was snowing where Shazbot's from.
What? Shazbot! Wait! I'm coming. Shazbot, stay there. Don't go anywhere. Shazbot. God damn it!
In Scotland it was sunny, but it was also cold.
It was what?
That sounds like Scotland.
Oh, in Scotland it was sunny. What have I done to the green screen? Did I break it? I broke it.
No, it's fine.
That's my glasses. I have. I've broke it. Let's sort out my green screen. It's the Rift Terabithia. Sorry everyone. Right, Shazbot, I've got something to show you. Because you ain't been on. Have you been on? I hope you ain't been on, because I'm just doing this for the sake of it. You missed some of this, dude. This is what you missed. Where is he? Tell me if you didn't, because then I don't have to go through this. Wow, they look really good, dude. I forgot how nice these were. This is a great camera. What? Yeah, Shazbot! I've done like 50 million episodes of painting these things, dude. I ain't finished yet. I've got the whole other squad to do, bro. Which episode? Second. I knew you'd love these. Oh, Haney, you ain't seen none of these. We've been doing, what's the game called, man? Speed Freaks. We've been doing Speed Freaks. So this is one side. Let's mind these. These were ridiculously long to do, yeah? Ridiculous. Oh man, Shazbot, you don't have to apologise, bro. I just knew you love this stuff. I know you love your orcs. And I wanted I love when I can do stuff that people really love. I forgot how pretty this is. Jesus Christ.
Like painting a thunderbolt.
Yeah, well, we can get to that later. No one minds me prattling on a little bit because you can get to look at nice, beautiful things. I'm just going to show them quickly and then I'm going to carry on. And then I'll find something else to distract me. All right, shut up. No one on here tunes in that they don't know what they're getting with me. It's what it says on the tin out, brother.
No. But I want to watch you paint the thunderbolt.
Oh, all right. Chill out. Well, I'm enjoying looking at my stuff. Alex, this camera you've done tonight's wicked, man. Why didn't you make it look like this before?
It's a lot of effort.
Right, so that's it. That's one squad. And I ain't done the other squad yet, bro. I will be, and hopefully you will be able to tune in. Thank you, Haney. Thank you, dudes. I know you love your orcs, bro. It was a real long one, that. Ow. Let me just... Thank you, bro. Right, so, sorry. Okay, next colour. Alex is... Man, thank you, Shazbot. Right, so a bit of a clean through. A little bit blocked. A little bit. Glasses, George. Glasses. Glasses, old man. Well done on the camera. It is really good, isn't it? Well, we had some issues with colour and white balance, and tonight it was just like in the last one, our proper was like, there's something wrong with this. It's not right. It's not right, and it wasn't because you couldn't see it properly last week. It did piss me off a bit because I like you guys to be able to get a good picture as possible. So I'm going to do what I normally do. My brush is misbehaving a little bit, but we're going to work through it until I have to stop. I'm just going to kind of get some grey on it quickly. Yeah, it's just spitting a bit. Trying to leave a little bit of the blue-grey. Not going too mad. Let me just clean my brush again. My brush has definitely got a little... She's got a little hiccup somewhere. She needs another clean, but I've got grey in it, so... No, I've got to clean my brush, sorry.
Andreas is just going to put his little one to sleep and he's come back.
All right, my brother, no problem, thank you. I've got to clean my brush. Sometimes when you're airbrushing, you'll get like that. You will just get, there's no point fighting it. There's no point trying to carry on. You're better off just cleaning it back out, having a little look, and making sure it can be a tiny little dry bit. We're going to got in there, and you're never going to get any control at that point. Yeah, you're going to really struggle and get frustrated with your brush. So just stop. Simple method, you all know this, right? Just blowing water into the cup, cleaning it out with a brush. You guys see, right? That's all we're doing. Tipping it out, never blowing it out, right? This is what's going on here. Never blowing it out. What are you laughing at? You're laughing at my outrageous accent.
Just eating.
Oh, Alex is eating. What are you eating, Alex?
Twix.
You're eating a Twix now?
Yeah, man.
Jesus, you've had pizza and now a Twix?
Yeah, I know. Living dangerously today.
Sorry, I've got to take it apart, sorry.
The airbrush depicts what it wants, don't I?
No, it does not. I am the master of my destiny. I've got something. There's definitely something there. So you guys can see the process. Sorry, this is boring, I know, but... And I did do all this before we started. Oh, I love you, Archlin. Yeah, look, straight away, look. See that? That come out of the paint. So that was in my paint. Tiny little bit of, I don't know what it is, dry, whatever, pigment. So as you use your brush, you'll instantly, that's what you'll recognise when you're just not getting flow. Look at it all out. Check you got it all out before you put it all back together. I like seeing stuff like this because it's the type of stuff that happens to them. Yeah, but I think people can get really hyper upset with their airbrush as well if they don't understand that it can be something so small. And it doesn't take that long. I know it's a little bit boring, but it will happen to you. So this is an old needle, and I'm kind of going around the inside of this because you do get paint build up. Yeah, look. There's a little bit more of it that just come out. Probably biting my download usage, but I have got to keep my sash at the back. Oh, mate, thank you, dude. Pearlescent paint and tips on using them. So I'd like to give you tips on using pearlescent paints, Alan, but I can't say I've used them myself on miniatures. I've used them painting a car, but that was like all cellulose base and stuff. I really don't know what they are. You know your equipment, you know what's... Yeah, absolutely, Archnin. You'll get a bit of a feel for it. If you take a clean airbrush, right, that's not got any paint on it, it's not had any paint through it, and you just put water in it and you spray it, you will see the shape that you're meant to get from the needle of the paint. And the kind of how the flow's meant to be. So when you come to then work with the paint, if you're not getting that same flow over the needle, the same sort of shape of cone, so to speak, that's when you know something's wrong. Because remember, with most airbrushes, you can create the fade regardless. Okay, so tightening that, and then this cover over here, gently here, because you don't want to damage the tip of the needle. Okay, let's try again. Let's hope there's no rubbish in this bit of paint. Yeah, did you see the difference? Look. So straight away giving me like that lovely little cone, that lovely little shape. So that's my case over the back. I've used... You got to keep up with me here, for Al, because I'm missing these, bro. Because you can scroll back. If you give me a sec, Al, will just... I think I've missed some from up there, bro, before we get to Kay's comment.
So Sif Panda said that they definitely need to pick up an airbrush.
It's really a great investment. You won't regret it.
Archnin tried some pearlescent paints a few years ago on some War Machine stuff.
Okay.
I found it didn't have enough of a flat area for it
to
really do anything. I found that pearls really need big areas to get the most from them.
I found that with the colour shift stuff. I've used the colour shift stuff, and I definitely found it wasn't a big enough area to...
And then Kay said I used acrylic pearlescents in dental work. That's a few good years ago. From what I remember, they settle really badly. You need to give them a shake between pretty much every second application.
Right. I mean, yeah. Let us know, Alan. Take some photos. I really couldn't. I don't know if Dalton's used any of them.
Unless like the GW clears count, like over a silver.
So what I do with the clears, if they work anything like a clear, I use a silver base and I put like a pre-shade like I'm doing now, dark to light or light to dark, whichever way you want to do it, from like almost black right the way up to high silver, and then they're clear coated over the top, and that's what gives you like the underneath shading. So you could certainly give that a go. See, it's really controllable now, it's clean. You're just picking panels out fast. This is a great brush, right? This is a great intermediate brush This is Iowata. Lee's got some wicked brushes. I'm very envious of Lee's brush collection. Next year when they have the sale, Lee, you let me know and I'm going to buy myself a couple. But this is still a great little controllable brush. I like colouring in, yeah? It's great.
Yeah. You can really see it now, yeah.
What, mate?
You can really see it every time you put paint on.
And don't worry about being, you know, every bit the same, perfect. Just think about, you see I'm hitting the corners, both corners, and then I'll go right in that little bit of centre panel, fade out. Once the brush is clean and working, it's quite easy to... Right, so now I instantly know my needle's a bit dirty, because on that pull, she made me pull a bit harder. So that's another thing, yeah? Dry tip. Needle juice. It's just the sheer chemistry of applying wet paint over a needle with air. It's going to dry. So clean that off and we keep going. And you notice also don't paint with a needle guard because it actually makes the spray less controllable. Okay, so moving on. I feel possessed tonight, Alex.
Yeah.
I feel like I can do this.
What, like paint a Thunderbolt in one sit?
Paint a Thunderbolt in one show, Alex. I feel good about myself tonight. I think what it was, we were talking about last week's show, right? And I really wasn't happy with the show I delivered you last week. And I think it was because I was painting orcs for a week before I gave you the show. And I was a bit burnt out of painting the same thing. So, as far as I was concerned, that show wasn't quality enough for you guys. Hopefully this one will actually get something nice done for it.
Captain Red says finish by 9:30 then.
Right, okay. What we got? What time we on?
7:35.
Oh, really? What are they saying?
Nothing. I know what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
You start putting the mask on when you're like, oh, I need to do this little bit here, and then that takes 2 hours. On
No, but the thing about like these, I ain't got to paint a million flames, and I ain't got to do checkerboard, and I ain't got to do all of that. I can just be really military. It's subject matter. Oh, you know on these Thunderbolts, see these bits I'm painting?
Yeah.
Are they meant to be metal or are they bodywork colour?
Have a look.
These bits. You know, like the air intakes at the front. Like the outer, the casing's meant to be body colour?
No, casings are grey.
They're grey, okay. Al loves a Thunderbolt, everyone. If you can't tell, Al's a proper Thunderbolt fanboy. Clearly, like the inspiration for this was from Thunderbolt from a I can't think of the proper name. World War II aeroplane. You lot will all say it in a second before I can think of it.
Like a Spitfire.
No, it's a was it a? Come on, guys, tell me the name of it. Wait for it. P-57. Thank you. I was going to say P-45, but that's what you used to get when you left a job.
Yeah.
It's also just catching the edge of the wings with the grey. See what I mean? That actual part of the wing, right? Don't forget about facets like that. See what I mean? See what I'm doing? Just catch tip of that as well. So remember, it's all about the angle of the dangle. That's what's going on here. Turning your thing around, making your paint come at the right angle. Can't believe you didn't know that. P-57 Mustang Italian donkeys. Listen, don't you start with your racism on my show, Mr. Dalton. Okay, my people have been punished enough for their crimes. Right. That might be second grey done, Al. Alright, hold on.
Yeah.
Nearly. Just shut up. Okay. So we got, there we go. Take my glasses off. Can't see when I do that. I can see it on the telly. So you can see the little bit of colours we got going on.
Mm.
Nice and simple. And now I get some really light grey. Same again, but not as much.
Yeah.
I might even. Right. Okay, I've just added a slight amount to it. It's nothing much, Al. Okay, oh, off camera. So where are we? We're here. That's it. We're in camera here. So masking tape. I've got to do a couple of bits with this. Ooh, what could I do? Ooh, no, do the masking tape. It's quicker. So if I would have thought about this, I could have made a little stencil for just masking. And all I'm going to do is use a couple of bits. I'm not going to do this everywhere. I am going to do this on a couple of the panel lines. So let me just quickly clean out and I'll go to the lighter grey. This needs to be the final grey. And then I'll move on to the stencil. And then you need to paint it over a black gloss primer and then don't use washes on them. It kills the flip. I don't know what he means by flip, but I'm sure it's important.
Some paint.
Black gloss primer. That's weird. So you're just hoping that the pearlescent paint does its job. I'm worried, Alan. I'm honestly worried. Where's my set? What? Rasta has my sets from my down there. No, I know I've got stencils for the job. Oh, paint. I've lost my plot. I've lost the plot, sorry. That's age for you. I've forgotten what I'm talking about completely. Yes, okay, yes. So, yes, now my point. I'm worried that, like, colour shift, and now these, what do you call it, these pearlescent paint, they were kind of taken from painting cars. And the reason why it worked was you had big expanses, and you could even put a fade. They'd put a fade under it, and it was a different sort of paint. So you had, and light would catch it on such a big area, it would move, right? So when you're talking on a very, very small area, I'm not sure you're going to get that same. That's the only thing with those paints. I certainly didn't think the colour shift did really anything. So I'm stepped up to this Stonewall Grey. Colour shift. Lee, this is a PG stream. I know he didn't mean that, everyone. No, they're awful, to be honest. Yeah, there you go. They were awful. Oops, missed the letter. Missed the litter. Wow. So I'm always having a little blow through before I go to the model. Don't just presume it's going to be perfect straight away. Especially when you just change the colour. Dude, you know, it can't hurt but to give it a go. If you had to use it on a black gloss primer, Lee, wouldn't it work? So if he black gloss primered it and then he had like a mid grey or a darker grey gloss and then he airbrushed a fade with that, wouldn't that give it some sort of help to it? Or does it need to be all gloss black? Okay, so let's just have a look at this colour on it. How much of this colour do I want? It's just, it is nice. See how I go along the top of my finger to catch the edge? Can you see that a little bit better in that light, right? So I do that a lot with my brush. I'm like I'm painting my finger to see where I get paint. Then I come in, and that way I can catch an edge, right? So use your brush. Lee's got a great term.
Yeah, it needs to be all gloss black.
Right, okay.
Renaissance.
So I don't want to go too mad, and I'm not actually going to go into these. Oh, am I? I've got to do one. I've got to do a couple of bits. I can't just totally not put a little bit of me. So all I'm going to do, let's pick which one shall I do. Do I want to do this? No, I don't want to do this. Right, I'm not doing that. I've changed my mind. Because I'm going to put the Aquila there, and I don't need to put that highlight there. I'm going to put the Aquila there. I'll do it with the Aquila. What are you laughing at back there? You're laughing at me, aren't you?
Nothing at all.
Zenithal. Oh, that word. That's it. Jinky, what are you saying, bro? Oh, actually, I do want a bit here, though. So let's do that. Where you got these... So you can use a high highlight across... like a flat edge. Let's get this better than that. That's not good like that. So let's do one now. And let's do one on this side. Get that right up to the edge. And then we can run a little highlight. You'll see. Just in a couple of bits like that where you can... Let's have a bit more on this side. Where you then get the dark edge. Right, so you can control that edge. Like as if you were like edge highlighting with a brush, but because you use the tape, you get that lovely light and dark. Right, really nice strong edge. We don't have to do that very much anywhere, but a couple of little bits. So like I'll maybe, you'll see. So this one, I'll do a little bit here. See that corner? We'll do the same. That corner, freehand. Then I'll take the same bits of tape. Because I want to elongate that light highlight. But I don't want to go too, you'll see, you'll understand. Too many words. Let me just clean my needle. Wow, loads of you watching tonight. Hello, my darlings. It's the only place I'm really going to need to do that on this. But so then you get the soft fade and then you get the hard line. Okay, so you can do both. Really simple little airbrush trick, right? Boom, done. Right, moving on. Using my fingers to channel the paint. Did you see that? I just pinched. Almost masked with my hand. Again, I'm going to mask with my thumb. Watch. See? Masked with my thumb. It's zenithal. I like it. Zenithal. Boof. Okay, nice little highlights. What I will do, I'll just put a bit here. And I will cut a little strip to go in there. That might be a bit wide. No, that's about right. You're laughing now. It's the eyeballs, mate. That's why I can always judge where range 3 is. I like it. Okay. We're getting there. Look at me checking the time like a maniac. I ain't used that much time now, have I? I've got like an hour and 40, 45. I've got loads of time. Same stuff, different lawsuit. What's this? Alex, why are you not reading me all these words?
I don't know. I was in a... I started supposed to be Paint Thunderbolt.
You don't watch me paint a Thunderbolt. That's not your job. You can watch that anytime.
If anybody tried to buy the silver Naboo Starfighter, the Gen Con exclusive one.
Right.
I mean, I certainly didn't. But I think they went on like general sale because there is no Gen Con.
Isn't there still an issue with them though? About maybe the numbers that they did?
I don't know.
Got a dirty needle. Did anyone actually? No. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do something like that. I found that a bit off-putting, all those special releases, because we never really got access to them. There was like a Vader once and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's a bit off-putting.
But it cost $56 to get it sent to the UK.
You're joking? Yeah, that's a bit of a rip-off, isn't it?
You got offered
Okay, a little bit underneath. Fade. Don't need to go too mad underneath.
He's struggling to justify postage, but he really, really wants a silver Naboo.
Can't you just take a normal Naboo and use a Molotov chrome pen and that's it? You got the same thing for much less money.
Archnin's offering his services.
Archnin to the rescue! He should become a superhero, Archnin.
Yeah, definitely. Enos is saying sorry for us lot.
Why is he sorry for us, lot?
Because it's going to cost us,
But Enos,
$57 shipping.
I think you understand, Enos, that like this is a family here. This is a Rasta family show. So the people in this chat you should consider family. So in a good man like you, you'd offer to just buy all these people golden ones, wouldn't you? I know you would, Enos. Everyone, hit Enos up. He would as well, I know he would.
Archnin is claiming that as his theme song.
What?
His superhero theme song he just sung.
Yeah. Right, so yeah, okay, that's definitely that done.
Enos says he's not even buying one for himself.
Okay. I think that does something, put a bit right on the front. That's it, that do. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with the greys. It's alright though. Into what? 20 minutes? What are you laughing at?
Shazbot's going to trade his special edition N1 Starfighter for toilet roll and hand sanitizer.
Have you not got toilet roll, Shazbot? I ain't sending you none, that's just crazy. Right, honestly, so I had someone plaster a room today and I left him his money, a little envelope, and I said next to it, I left you like a bonus, and I left him a toilet roll. I swear to God. I was like, mate, that you're lucky. I says, that's a big tip. Big tip. Do you not agree, Al?
Yeah, definitely.
Toilet roll's got some value in it now, mate. 50 minutes. No, don't count the talky bit. Captain Rex said I could start at 7:30. That ain't fair that you count in the talky bit. Like the direct talky bit, Lee. Don't be a big bully. Because I'll come over there, mate. I'll give you a cuddle. Al.
Mm-hmm.
I need your nanny bot services. You don't do a talky bit to the camera like I do talky bit to the camera. Come on. Don't be like that. And just shut your face. So I did the grey in 50 minutes, alright? Right. Stencil. Thank you, darling.
No worries.
Al, go and rinse that for me, bro. This is minging, and put a bit of water in it. So, the lovely Mr. Dalton, I'm off camera, has made me these lovely stencils, right? So these are the Aquila wings. And he's made me lots of different sizes, but these are the ones I'm going to use. So I want it like this. I want it like this. I want it like a hole cut in the stencil. I've cut this here with a knife because it's going to sit quite close to the wing, and that's purely, part of the process when he makes it. It's going to be a certain way. So let's see if we can size this up right. So these should fit. Or should I be using the smaller one? Yeah, it's the smaller one. Okay. So where's that other one? That other set is there. 1, 2. Yeah, it's that size. Okay. So let's have a look with this one before I go cutting anything. Go under there, yes. Okay. So right, I want that. Yeah. So did you see? Because it was next to the canopy. In fact, let's try something. See if I can cheat something. So I've got a metal ruler, which you can see. I'm sorry it's white. It isn't actually white. Let's try this. So I know roughly how much I want next to it. It's not far. So instead of cutting it, I'll use the back of my blade and see if I can score the stencil so that I can fold it at that point. We'll see. It might have cut anyway with the back of a stencil. Yeah, it has. It's worked. So then you've got to fold, right?
Nope.
What?
Death Revives jumped in.
Hey mate, what are you saying? What's Mr. Standard saying about 30 minutes?
30 minutes, 12 kilometres and 120 calories. That's
stupid.
his bit of training.
Have you only burnt 120 calories? Good on you, Paul. Everyone should do something. It's been a lot of fun. Right. And you've got these amazing apps now where you can run around the Death Star and stuff. Where do I want that? Do I want that right there, or do I want that a bit more there? I think that's about where I want that. So, can you see that I've used, you see this straight edge of the stencil? to run parallel with the straight edge of the panel line, this panel line here. So when you're like seating a stencil like this, especially if you're trying to make it work both sides, use like something like that on the model as a guide. This is just the sculpting tool, and this is purely just to push that stencil so we're covering this part, because I'm going to go in with yellow, right? It's going to be really a different colour. So you can see, right? You can see as I move that in the light, that stencil's on really nice. It's going right into there, and that's because I scored it a little bit with the back of the blade, but I haven't cut through. And so with the airbrush, I should realistically be able to do this with no other masking now. So let me do the same again on the other side. Thank you, Captain Rex. See? Nannybot, you should be reading this stuff out, bro. Captain Rex has got my back. I need to get Captain Rex an app where when Captain Rex speaks, it says something. Currently, Nannybot is only being kept around to fix fridges. For washing machines even. I love you for that, man. Seriously. That was your good deed today, you know that, right?
Yep, that's cool. One a day is my good deed.
That's
all I need.
Yeah, that's right. That was a good deed to do. You did it. You made an old man very happy. So this has got a little bit of something just underneath. Can you see? A little bit of detail, which might prove a bit of a problem, but I'm sure we'll make it work. So again, because I use that straight edge against the panel line, I'm going to try and get it to exactly the same kind of distance, because we're trying to mirror this. This is not meant to be random like an orc vehicle that we did the last time.
Hashtag Nannybot problems.
Who said that?
Blue Galaxy.
Oh, hi Blue. What are you saying? Is Campsel on?
I don't know.
Where's Campsel been? Where's my salty as well? So I'm going over that bit of detail. Did you see? It's very hard to show you these because they're very hard to see. You'll see as I start putting paint. So I use my sculpting tool to just push it down. And now look, right, it's not a perfect over it. Because if I put it too perfectly, it would change the length. But we're going to hit it from above, right? So this is a stencil. We're not using a brush with this. We're using the airbrush. So that's it. That's ready to go. Let's get some paint on it. Okay. Hashtag Nannybot problems. You know we're going to have to start him his own Facebook page. Can I have a drink, everyone? I'm a bit thirsty. I'm a bit parched. Where is my... Yeah, there it is. Listen, Paul. It's really hard in the beginning. Poor little Scarlett was dead when I took her out. Alex was like, my legs are hurting. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's going to hurt. That's how you know it's working. But good for you, mate. Listen, I think a lot of people have got to be very careful of sitting at home at the moment, drinking a lot of alcohol, eating wrong food and not doing anything with yourselves. It's not healthy. It's not good for your brain. Get outside, breathe some fresh air, go in your garden, on your balcony, in your front room, whatever, and just break a sweat once a day. You'll feel much better for it. All right. Do you not agree, Al?
Yeah, I do agree.
You do agree, right?
Yeah. Why do you think I go out?
Yeah.
Do some exercise and eat reasonable food.
There you go. He ate some food and he went, oh, my legs are hurting less. Nah. Yeah, because you can't just... Caffeine doesn't fix hurty legs, Al.
No, but I could hope it did.
So let's... Yellow's always a pain in the bum, right? My yellow's always misbehave. Got back from the shed, Jim, to find Mrs. Watch. Listen, what goes on while you're in the shed stays in the shed. Me and Mrs. Stander, we got our own little thing going on here. Thank you very much, Paul.
I quite like that. That was like a very normal day in the life of quarantine. Because before it would have been, oh, just got back from the gym, but now it's the shed gym.
Yeah.
It's the only place you can
It's
go
great.
is your shed for the gym.
Hey, Kate. I agree with you, Archnin. Food's really big. Food is really big.
Okay, said he never misbehaves.
Yeah, right. Where's my brush sticking? My sticky needle.
Wait, you mean I can't see this on ham sandwiches and rye whiskey and blasphemy?
No, you can't, Death Revived. What's wrong with you? I've got a real issue with my brush. I might have to have a breakdown again. I have a breakdown on stream. I'll tell you if I have to have a breakdown. Oh. There we go. We got some action. Let's have a clean. Yellow always does my nutting. What is it about this? I don't know what the pigment is, what the paint is. It's always yellows that give me grief to go through my brush. So when you're doing this, especially with a yellow, don't try and smash it on. Just take your time. And you're going to build this up over a few coats.
I had a gym in my shed for about 4 years, spent long periods driving in the dust, but I snuck 3 stone on and I've got to go. I've got Paul stone.
Paul's going?
No.
What?
Paul's saying that he's had a gym in his house for 4 years, but he's just noticed he's put 3 stone on, so he's got to get rid of that. Yellow paint also annoys Archie.
Right, so I do want it a bit lighter than that. Let me just get rid of this yellow. Hey, sweetheart. You be careful, yeah? Driving and watching. I'm not sure how you're doing that. I'm not sure I should be encouraging you to drive and watch. I've got to be honest with you, Blue Galaxy. Even with a name like Blue Galaxy, which clearly means you're some kind of starfighter pilot, pilotess, whatever. Right, please be careful driving and watching me. It's not worth it. You can watch this on playback. Thank you, though. Is Camsel in the chat? He's not, is he?
No, I don't think so.
He's never in the chat. Right. Right, so I'm going to use a much brighter yellow. Use this moon yellow. This is also Vallejo. I was about to pick up a Games Workshop paint, but I decided not to this stream. Let's just use Vallejo. Oh, come on.
I've got a picture here of what Kay's been working on.
Okay, guess what I am going to do is I'm going to pick up a Games Workshop yellow because I've run out of that. Let me see if I've got a spare one. There's my big box of paint. That's green. That's not yellow. That's green. Nope. Okay.
What are you looking?
Don't matter, I got this, I just didn't want to use. Whoa! I love the gun! Look at the gun!
Yeah,
Look
exactly.
at the gun, the gun's amazing.
Just like the jewel from the film.
Okay, I love it, man.
The Blue Galaxy says we drive automatics here.
Yeah, you still need to use your eyes, babe! Yeah, I've got an automatic too, sweetheart. Oh my god, please don't die while watching me. I would be so upset. Just be careful, yeah? Cruise control only works for speed, not for steering. Next drop is ruining it. Oh, don't. You'll be alright, Kay. It's a little spot of white. Come on. Right, so this is really yellow. Super yellow. Really high pigment as well, this paint. This Games Workshop yellow. It's Flash Gits air yellow. So I want to be careful with this. I don't want too much. And definitely more at the edge than I want in the middle. Just round the outside of the wing.
So just like send them to the Weekend Warlords Facebook page, and I can pick them up if you just message the Weekend Warlords Facebook page.
So just dry air, or air to dry. And these are completely reusable, these masks, if you're careful with them, like I'm going to be. I'm going to show you. Just get your backing paper back and just stick it back on your backing paper. Watch this. Look at that. You can't do that with a brush. Especially not with yellow. Oh, do you know what? Look at that. It's even chipped a couple of bits of the light grey, leaving the dark grey. That's actually really pleasant. Let's try replicating that. This cheaty chipping.
I think Andreas is going to send some pictures as well.
Oh no, Andreas is not allowed to send pictures. Andreas, get out of here with you and your pictures. That's cool, isn't it? Look how nice the yellow looks against the grey.
That's all we get.
Do you see how it's made the yellow pop as the grey highlights pop now?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I'm going to get a brush out. I'm not going to go mad. He's going to hate me if I get this done. He's going to be like, this is not fair. You painting stuff in 2 hours. I need a vape now. I've done good. Where am I at, time-wise? Where am I at? Come on, who's keeping can? Where's my dad? Captain Rex?
I mean, it's 11 minutes past 8. And you got to get it done by 9:30.
That's an hour and 20. What? I had to shut up, Lee. So I'm just looking at it. What do we need to do? I ain't got time for that.
Oh, damn.
Right, so let's get some metals in, or some bits in. So I'm not going to go really bright. I'm going to go gunmetal. There we go. That was a big old dry pot of paint that just exploded. So dark grey, silver, gunmetal. Let's start grabbing some of these metal pipes. So now, if you have like done this and been through the airbrush process, and you're about to start putting paint on, now's where you want to be careful. You don't want to just get paint, because you can't, it's a bit hard going back to touching that that exact colour again. Oh, you see this thing on the bonnet? You see this thing in the middle?
Yeah.
Is that meant to be like a big supercharger or something?
Yeah, that's part of the engine.
It's part of the engine, so that should be like a metal colour, you reckon?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not a Thunderbolt fanboy like you are, you know.
I've got a picture of Captain Rex's just painted IG.
Let's see it. I love Captain Rex. That's lovely, Captain Rex. Love your modding. Captain Rex does some wicked conversions.
Looks like a really angry butterfly.
It looks like an angry butterfly, IG says. Nannybot says.
Look, it's got extra guns. Everybody needs extra guns.
Everybody needs... I like that he's put like matching bits on the front of the wings. Do you know what I mean? Of like the mandible bits.
Yeah. It's wicked.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, Captain Rex. Johnny Cannon sent me some photos, but Johnny sent them to my phone just for a show, and I didn't have time to put them up, Johnny. Maybe if you send them to Alex, Alex will put them up. I'm glad I picked this darker silver now. Right, let's get some of this detail picked out, same thing. I will go back in and do a few little bits to these guns, just to make them pop out a bit once I've put a bit of maybe a wash on a few things.
Right, let's see if this works. I have done a poll.
Right, what have you done a poll about?
Paul wanted to do a poll to see where people land on whether you're going to finish this or not. So it's just yes or no in the chat.
You blood. Yeah. Go on, Alex. You've got to bully me, ain't you?
That's not me. I'm just doing what the stream wants.
Oh, you just doing what the stream wants. You know who programs you, don't you, bro? You know who refills your oil. It ain't them. What are they saying?
Nothing at all.
You're all bad. Sorry, that's my compressor, everyone.
You need a key to vote.
You need a what?
Oh, what did I set as vote words? Yes and no.
So Nannybot is learning, honestly. It's just that we have so little time. Nannybot's learning on the job. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Respect, Nannybot. I think I'm going to paint these a little bit lighter silver and then put a wash in there, definitely, rather than go dark and try and lighten them. What else we got? Engines. Switch up brush, slightly bigger one. Oh, can you hear the birdies tweeting?
I can.
Oh, that's sweet. We have got a
Yeah.
blackbird nest in my pyrocanthus bush, and Alex is like, "You've got a nest there?" And I'm like, "We get one every year." See, this hood rat is learning about nature. He's helping old people cross the street. He's defending the weak and defenceless co-op workers. It's a life-changing experience for him. You just sneaked off to have a cigarette, Nannybot. Yeah, you have. That's not fair. He's having a break, everyone. Bombard him with questions. Go. They will, you know that now, don't you? Here we go. Look, it started straight away. What are they saying now? Because I can't read it.
I don't know, I can't read it.
That's better than having a thrush in your bush. Really, Paul? Really?
Zoe Dalton says, "Hey,
Zoe!
Rasta's Inner City Youth Outreach Program." Arjun says, "Nature is something we should all enjoy."
What is?
Nature.
Yeah, do you know what? They're beautiful. You can see them all. They're right in like the bough of the bush. And you can see them all with their little heads sticking out. And you've got the little blackbird that keeps coming and bringing them food. And yeah, I love all that. We've got like a couple of Mission Impossible squirrels as well that visit the garden in between the dogs terrorising them. So my mum lives in London and she's got this squirrel called Freddie. No word of a lie. I've got a video of Scarlett hand feeding this squirrel as it comes into the kitchen. Yeah, she's like, I don't know, they just get trainable. Animals know when you're not going to hurt them, I think. And my mother, she make them like a plate of lasagna, for God's sake. They're like, yeah, what have we stumbled onto here? We were talking about that. Last time we took like the dogs down to my mum's and we turned up, she's like, I just cooked them some chicken. I was like, you watch, when you're just a couple of breasts each, and this steak, and this, and it's like, oh no, hold on a minute, mum. That you're not meant to make food like that for dogs. So nice and neat, just got all the metal bits on. We're going to switch up to a family of 4 ducks that keep trying to go on, probably Christmas. Yeah, good. I used to breed ducks, Paul, at one, believe it or not. Ducks and chickens. I had quite a lot of ducks. All I'm going to do is add a bit of silver into this, onto my palette. If that's already blocked as well, won't you come around?
If you're ever bored squirrel fishing with a peanut tied to a line is great fun.
What was that?
Squirrel fishing.
Have you ever
squirrel fished.
Have you ever been bored enough? What? Have you ever bored enough? If you're ever bored enough, squirrel fishing with a peanut tied to a line is great fun. Right, that makes... I had a really bad image of that you'd stuck a squirrel on a hook. Right? I'm like, I'm not sure I want to read... Yeah, I'm not sure I want to read the rest of this message. Where's Kai going? You know, because he's from one of those extreme cultures where they eat funny animals, don't they?
Miss Stander said that she feeds all the animals.
Yeah, of course she does. You've got one that lives with you, Mrs. Stander.
Archibald's got a pair of crows that chill on their balcony, and Kev's turned up.
Kev the Wookie?
Kev the Wookie. Oh, Andreas has sent a picture.
Oh, Andreas, man. No one likes you, bro. Are they good? If they're good, don't show them.
To find out.
If they're good, delete them.
Oh, they're cool.
No, just put my watermark on them and put them on the internet now.
You did a base. The base is wicked.
No, don't. No, I'm doing a 2-hour paint job and he's going to have brought on something that he spent 1 million hours painting.
Oh, it's not finished.
Of course it's not. Come on, let's have a look then.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
He's working on it. So use a bit of this lighter silver just to pick a few bits out on this gun before I do a bit of a wash. Or is it just ridiculously good?
No, I put the picture in the stream and it's gone crazy. It's taken up the entire screen.
Can you see what I'm doing?
Here we
Sorry,
go.
I was a bit off camera.
You ready? Here is Andreas's Nurgle that he's been painting.
Oh, I love the axe. I love the grip. What colour's the axe? What colour is it in the axe? Is it green?
So, no, it's oranges. Like
is it?
Rust in the middle, and then it's got like lighter.
Oh, look at the dice on the base! Oh, Andreas, I love it, mate. Very nice. Very nice. It's nice to see you painting something like, because you're always just doing your X-Wing stuff. It's really nice to see you painting something different.
He said that Andreas's Apple Sprite for the World's giveaway was epic. Andreas says it's a number 7. Nurgle's number is 7, so it's a 6 and a 1 on the dice. He's even put 4 into the numbers.
Of course he has. This guy's a legend. I'm just highlighting a few bits. I'm going to wash over this, but I'm going to do it like this. Put a bit of high. Just using my brush to pick up some of the detail. Put a little brown wash, I think, over this. A bit of a chestnut or something. Make it look a bit dirty. I'll do the same. Maybe catch a couple of edges on this. Let's get a bit of water in that. It's a bit dry.
Incoming pictures from Kev.
Well, everyone's sending their pictures in.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's just started painting.
I mean, it's like you're all at home or something. You've got nothing better to do. Go to work. Oh no, wait a minute. Well done, everyone. Carry on painting. Send us your pictures.
Yeah.
Be productive. Learn something. Get fit. Do something with this time.
Kev's been getting prepped for Thursday nights.
What's happening Thursday night?
I don't know. What used to happen Thursday nights before?
Oh yeah, that when we actually met humans and played games together.
Played games.
Because I'm like, whoa, what's happening? What's happening? Is something happening Thursday? No.
That's what used to happen Thursday.
Yeah.
Bengal's painting at work.
Painting at work.
Yeah.
That's good. Why are you at work, Bengal?
Well, because I don't know. He works in a logistics hub, isn't it?
Yeah, so but it's all tyres and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but maybe they repurpose them the same way that they repurpose ours, isn't it?
That's a good point, Alex. Well thought
out. Yeah, this is Kev painting Bloodborne Noble.
Oh, that's lovely, dude.
I love the orange gloves. I think that's all wicked.
Oh, that's really nice, mate.
I did swap your Deathrain in. Your Deathrain in and Duchess out. You were so right. So much fun to fly.
See?
Got rid of Duchess.
Shit.
Supply chains, pair companies. Yeah. So it was what I said. Bengal's place has been repurposed to essential logistics.
Okay, mate. Well then, keep at it.
Death Revive is at work now, but he's going to do some painting when he gets home. Kev says thank you.
Yeah, but he's in Canada, Death Revive. They haven't even got it out there, have they? There's only like 12 people with it.
I don't know. Right next to America. Scary stuff's going on there.
So there is some... Sorry, I was a bit off camera then. So I've just gone over a bit lighter and pulled things out. And we're going to give that a little wash. Before I do that though, I should do that now.
Also painting Aeronautica stuff by the sounds of it. Sif Panda's repainting various X-Wing ships.
Let's just get some... Oh great, should we do chestnut? So Winsor and Newton. What?
It was a conversation between you and Shep when you
Yeah.
both you took out the Winsor and Newton. And Shep was like, "Oh, Winsor and Newton, my old friend." Like you had just sat down with Gandalf. Like that thing is the wizard.
It is the wizard. I need to put a little wash on this. I'm afraid I can't move on yet. I do need to wash these panels a little bit. So let's. Yep, let's just do what we normally do.
Mark says, thankfully we had an advance warning enough to be sensible, but the folks down south scared the out of me.
Yeah, mate, there's plenty of people in this country that are saying, sorry, I'm getting something everywhere. God damn, I thought I had another thing. I'll use this. So, this is black model wash, right? I'm really going to water the hell out of this. Just going to make a mess. I hate this bottle, Alex.
We'll get a new one.
We'll get a new bottle. I don't like this bottle, bro.
No worries. It's cool.
It's doing my nuts in.
Sorry, I'll get another one from work.
Have I just gone mad? Have I made it even too watery now? Touch more. I just tested it off camera.
Yeah, Paul's working hard rather than
Okay.
painting. And,
So this is Vallejo model wash, really watered.
Captain Rex says 45 minutes.
Right, do you see? No, but this is really watered. I needed something to drop in those panel lines, right? When it's like this, look, do you see what I'm doing? I'm almost taking the excess off with the brush, right? And putting it where I want it. I needed to put some colour. What, 45 minutes I've been painting or 45 minutes I've got left?
45 minutes left. I mean, you've got an hour left if you're running all the way to 9:30.
Okay, so that sounds good. Just for drying more than anything.
I think he's planned in 15 minutes of you talking at the end.
Okay, he's very good like that.
Yeah.
He knows I like to talk. It's like, now I can't shut up. My mum used to say, George, you got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. Do you know that? You ever heard that, Al? That was when Sainsbury's sold rabbit. Oh, I'm not sure if Sainsbury's ever sold rabbit back then. And I always used to go, but Sainsbury's don't sell rabbit. She said, exactly. It does make quite a lot of sense now, think about it as an adult.
That was a line from a Chaz and Dave song.
What's that? You got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. I know the song. Who said that? Rabbit. Rabbit. That. I was born in the East End, Paul. You think I don't know that stuff? What's wrong with you? You're a Mockney, mate, because you're from Essex. Oh, I just threw down. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you.
Has he come back with a witty retort yet?
No, it's from Essex. Give him 20 minutes.
Respect. Him with his mum. Oh, that was, yeah, give him 20 minutes. Why don't you message Lewis? Al, that was fast, man. You deserve a prize for that, bro. I mean, you fixed the washing machine and you just beheaded an Essexman with a rude remark.
Don't be dissing this household. Mrs. is 100% Cockney. Bo Bell's the works.
Oh, is it really, Mrs.? I was 100%. I'm 100. Oh, that's all right then. I'm not dissing the household, Miss. I see she's given me guilt. She's straight away. There was no need for that. I was attacking your husband, Miss Stander.
No.
Not
Mr.
the
Stander
household.
didn't reply. You're just misreading it now.
Oh no, it's Mr. Stander. Oh well, all right.
I mean,
I
just because you know a Cockney don't make you Cockney.
Yeah, exactly, Paul. Yeah, just because you know one, just because you're watching one on stream, the whole stream would be Cockney. We're all your children. Right.
So when the Americans start wandering around work with the Cockney rhyming slang, nobody understands, they get arrested.
Right, let me get my hairdryer a little bit.
Miss Stander is a Lambeth baby.
Oh, is she? Wait. That's all you had to say. You didn't even have to say I'm a Lambeth lady. You just have to go, oi! Right? I know where you're from. What's the blue? Is the blue I will finish on time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You idiots.
Can understand.
Know nothing about me yet.
If we can understand our newfound
Landers, we can understand anything. I'm going to do this off camera because it's going to blow everything around otherwise. So yeah, this is interesting. Man dries paint with hairdryer.
Lambeth is Waterloo, isn't it? All that way.
To be honest, I don't know what I'm panicking about. I've got long enough, right? The great thing is with this, we're going to do another little bit. And I know it looks a bit weird in places, but we'll sort that out in a sec, right? I'm just going to go back into like certain recesses. Just a bit more here. Because we're going to just smooth it off in a sec. What's he saying?
No, it was Death Revives. Wow, won't even let us watch paint dry. It's riveting.
Sorry, dude. Just honestly, mate, if you want to see paint dry, you're gonna have to get some paint. This is a lockdown. Just the mere pleasure of watching paint dry has financial worth now.
One of the best nights out in London was in Elephant and Castle pub down Lambeth.
I know. Elephant and Castle pub well. Jesus. There's a nightclub in the middle of the roundabout. Did you know that?
No, man, I haven't really been Elephant and Castle.
Yeah, you seen that big silver cube, the big mirrored cube?
No, man.
Oh, what's wrong with you, man?
It's like...
You've got, if you're like real hard, you've got to come out of East End and go over south and just take the piss out of them. And get back to East London without being stabbed. That's how you know? That's how we did it.
Getting through East London without being stabbed. One.
No, but you see, getting through East London, through South London, and then back through South London to East London, that's where it's at, mate. So, yeah, do you really want to see paint dry Death Revived? You sad, sad man. Well, look at the rippling. Look. Jim Davidson sat on the Elephant and Castle, yeah, on the elephant. Okay, we're about there. So Q-tip, just a couple. I'm not going to have to do much because I don't want it all cleaned off. But anywhere where you've got like any kind of stain line, you can just take a little bit off. Yeah. Right. And anywhere you want to clean off a panel, you can clean off a panel just to soften things off. Yeah, anywhere where you get like an unnatural you've got an unnatural colour where it's like pulled and it doesn't look right, it looks artificial, get that off. Soften the blend. And just leave some of those darks in those panel lines.
Tavern Wars.
What?
He's just jumped in.
What has he jumped in? Hey, Tavern... Oh, I see what you mean. Hey, Tavern Wars, you right, brother? What are you saying, man? Love to the family. Hope you're keeping well. In fact, I hope you're all keeping well out there. Boy, we got Mexico, we got America, Canada, Holland, England. Any other countries I missed? Don't all tell me he's sitting on a toilet and all that nonsense as usual, please.
Andreas.
Oh, Andreas is in Iceland. Iceland? Norway? Sweden? One of those
Denmark.
countries where they eat whales.
Sweden.
Sweden, thank you. I thought if I say them all.
Yeah. Every Nordic country.
Yeah,
can't
all
be
of
wrong.
them. Scandinavia, blah, blah, blah. So we are just cleaning up. You can see what's happening. Would like to leave this a little bit longer to dry, but it's fine. It's doing exactly the right thing. Taking it off the flat, leaving it in the recess. This is all I wanted. Let's get another Q-tip. You can do this in layers with this stuff as well. The more you do, the deeper things will become. Just wanted a little bit, just to add a little bit of depth. So you get a bit of a better panel line. I would like a little bit more, just there. Just in those panel lines, you just pin wash. You just want to increase. Any kind of specific areas, you can do it like this. Because certain bits do need to show up, but they're just not going to quite, it's not going to quite pop. Like a little bit here. So I'm just taking a bit more of that. And then using it like a shade. Wet my brush and then just fade it out. So I've got a little bit better contrast into that corner. Okay. Anywhere else I want to catch? Yeah. Just popping certain panel lines out and you can feather that stuff out. So the longer you guys have got to be doing this, the stronger, the more detailed and intricate, as much time as you got. Remember, if you go over a bit, you get a little bit of moisture, soften things in. You get these nice little... Just start using some of this like that now. Just start adding a bit of detail. So let me get some brown on the weapons, just for a bit of oily love. Quarter two. Okay, good. So this is Pete Brown, Winsor & Newton. It's just got the loveliest, oily, perfect loveliness about it. I don't know what it is. It's just a go-to. Can kind of use it almost on anything. Ink. It looks great on metals. So I'm just going over, leaving some bits not quite touched with it, but using some of this to put over those metals so they look a bit dirty, and you know what I'm doing. We've done some blacks, just adding in some browns. Where you'd expect to find them. Then on the engines, we'll have lots around here. Well, I was off camera. Al, you got to watch me with that, dude. If you're watching me, are you watching me?
I am watching.
Then you got to tell me when I'm not on camera. Okay. Tavern Wars, I love you, dude. Tune in next week, Tavern Wars. We're going to have a couple of big giveaways next week. We haven't, oh yeah, that is it. We haven't managed to relocate yet. We just had a bit of a week of it. So when we get in there next week, I am going to get, well, this week, rest of this week, I'm going to get some lovely bits out of my personal collection for you guys. So stay tuned. So now I'm using some of this now to just start to, let's get, is that better? That's better. So you can use this really nice little oil streaks. Don't go mad with streaks. They don't always have to be running the way the air's passing over them if you've got like little things like that where they've got engines. And then you can work like from a rivet or a panel line. Yeah, so something like that. So instantly you add in some browns, you start to age it. Can use this stuff in the
Squadron insignia kills nose art finished.
I've got the canopy to do, Captain Rex. I do need to just do a blue thing on the canopy, but basically we're getting there, we're not far off being able to say that's alright, that'll do. And then I can tart it up off screen. You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
Of course I did.
You know I can't leave
I've been
anything.
banking on it the whole time.
You get the 2 hour, I've done something in 2 hours version, and then I'll go back and I'll play with it. But just give me a couple more minutes with this, and certainly over the top half, there's no need to go too mad underneath, because we're going to put some bombs on that as well. Not now, we're not.
Not now.
But you know what I mean, there's going to be like missiles and stuff. What are they saying? Oh, it's
They're
definitely
heisting currently.
I do like the use of browns
On Grays.
on grey.
Yeah.
Just wear that. What?
Death Revive saying calling now Vader's kills us all. He's been really effective while working from home.
Who, Vader?
Yeah.
Got to do a couple of bits over the front where it would have streaked. Sorry. Just using that brown. They're all dead.
Move it back.
What time we at? Oh yeah, I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
I've still got some time. It is important, this stuff, right? So we've done a pretty quick paint job, but if we start just putting a little bit of effort into some of this, just to add a bit of character to things, it's worth it for you guys, for a better finished article. On a bit there.
Time pressure painting.
Who said that?
Blue Galaxy.
Yeah, it is, but it really is. It really is. And like, this is not my happy zone. Alex can see where my shoulders are at.
Yeah.
I ain't in my comfort zone at all painting like this. But I want to give you something.
And it's like you paint differently when it's under all of the different settings. Like when you've got the light where you want it and music on and stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Different set of painting.
We're getting there though. Back off, sorry. I like adding the browns. I think it really changes it up.
Mm-hmm. It's going to change again completely when you put the blue canopy in.
Yep. Okay, that's better front. Happier with that now. Bit more detail. I'll just catch these bits. It's my favourite sentence. I'll just do this bit.
But is that not what I said? You'd start painting and you'd be like, and then
No,
you
no,
get to
no.
the first and I'll just, and then it will run.
I've got it. This is too bland otherwise. These side bits. I've got to have a bit of brown, a bit of dark. Who's that making a clever comment that I can see out the corner of my eye?
Captain Rex said canopy ...
Shut up, Captain Rex ... I love you, but I want the... Got to find balance. Look, right. Got some nice detail. Some nice thingy bob. Kill markings. Numbers. What planets it's stationed on.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. Let me just... I've got to give it a little dry. Right, so let's get some canopy done. So I want some blue. Any old blue. Just a bluey kind of blue. What sort of size brush shall I use this one? So let's... Nice neat paint in there. Okay. Is that the computer making that noise? Ow.
No, it's a fridge.
Okay. So base coat for the canopy. Then we're going to go... Nope. God damn it, where are you?
While we've been streaming, Kay has made a conversion to Obi-Wan. He calls it, "What have you done this time, Anakin?"
Where's my wolf grey? There it is.
Oh, could you imagine if you ran out of Wolf Grey?
Life wouldn't be worth living, would it? Life wouldn't be worth living running out of wolf grey. Right, I am going to go to a smaller brush. Can you guys see? what I'll do is let me work one piece at a time instead of moving all the way around with the same colour. And then some white. So I'm going to do that in each panel. No, pure white. See right on the top highlight, right around the top of the canopy, leaving the blue. We'll do that all the way across. So you've got wolf grey, touch of the blue, a bit more wolf grey, and we'll do that. And then when you're doing it like that, you can soften the paint and it fades out, just with a bit of moisture.
Lee said, are you going to sit the engines?
Am I going to what?
Sit the engines.
I could do. You're just trying to make me do things so I can't get it finished in time. What did you say?
Would I? Is Lee the kind of man to trip you up in a race?
Lee's the kind of man to let you beat him in a race just because he's a lovely bloke. Was that a bit deep?
Mm.
So I haven't done the white on the top bit yet. I'll get to that in a sec. Let's just get this.
Lee Taylor says, do you think you'll get round to painting the big orc battle truck boat mech thing a couple of weeks back? It was amazing.
I would really love to paint that. That would be the sort of thing I would consider painting for like a golden demon. I would love, but I don't know when I could really commit to that project. Unless
1,000 hours.
I reckon there's 1,000 hours work in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got 1,000 hours to really give up. I would love to consider it. I'd love to do it though, but it's such a big piece. There's so many individual models. There must be, between the Gretchen and the Orcs on it, there must be 15, 16 models. So there you're looking at 300 hours work straight away. If I'm going Golden Demon with it. And there's no point doing it otherwise. is such a big piece. If there's anywhere you're not quite happy with how it looks, you can use the blue to just wash back in a bit of blue. I said like a little bit back here.
It really is something special. I can't find which stream it was on. I'd love to show a mate of mine.
What's that?
The Orc Battle Wagon. I can't remember which stream. Was it the first?
It's in the front room, Al.
Yeah.
I think in a box. Do you want to have a look? You know, in the pile on top of the dog's cage, there's like a cardboard box with bubble wrap. Alex just greeted the dogs with shalom. It's not time. I love that, boy. You see that? You like that? Nice little lighty effect. Okay. Okay, now this is all pretty dried. I want to do one more thing. Let's put him back on this. Why are we even working off of that? So there's a couple of bits I just noticed where we did the original wash. Just because I've been rushing it a bit and touching it with my fingers. Just wait, they're gone, they're gone. Right, so last little thing. So like, it should have a few streaks underneath as well, but you're going to get the missiles and you're barely ever going to see it underneath. So the last thing this could do with is a little bit of a very light dry brush. Insert a bit. So have you got it? Right, you just leave it there for me, on the floor. No, not on top of everything. You maniac. And I'll get it. I've got it for you, Lee. I'll show it to you in a second, mate. Let me just get this done. So I've taken some wolf grey.
Go to Cloud City Radio on YouTube. There's a Rasta video from the man cave with it on.
Who said that?
Captain Rex.
Wow, I can't believe he remembers that.
Question: water or saliva to thin the paint? Captain Rex says.
I'm bad. I shouldn't do what I do, but I do love. It's different. It's not so much to thin paint, water or thinner, but when you just get in a bit of paint and you want to make it slip, there's nothing like God's saliva. So my dry brushing is going to be definitely pulled across the front. There's hardly anything on my brush. I am just catching a few little bits. And then we touch a bit of white. I don't want to do all of it. There's only little bits. I just want to catch a few high points. That feels a bit.
There might be a dry brush in the care package Dalton sent you.
I love his dry brushes that he's got. These are rubbish, the ones I've got, to be honest.
I mean, you do so much dry brushing.
I don't really, do I? Yeah. So we're just catching a few extremities with it. Okay, last little bit, and then we're going to call this done. Last little bit.
I've got to practice
toothbrush and murdered my last couple of attendants. That was death revived. Too much pain.
Where is kill markings? Alright, 7. He's had 7 kills. And then let's just.
He said the new ones he used are really good.
I was going to try and put a name. None of this matters, George. What are you doing? So he's just got like his little call sign written. Can you see? I know you can't see any letters, but it's a nice little grey. It looks like script. Like Flight Lieutenant Senior Montgomery's Spiffington the 7th, what? Yeah. Something like that. That's what he's got written down there. He's got his little kill markings.
That's Veronica says, are you flying in the jank tank open?
No, you mad? I don't care about X-Wing unless I can play at a table with my friends. I'm not that bothered about playing. I want to play with, I want to play against people. Right. What do you think, Nanny Bot? I think I'm done.
I think it looks very nice. Very nice indeed.
Let's take my glasses off. There's certainly a couple of bits I could touch up. There is a little bit. There's that little bit just on the front. I've got to do that. I can do that. It's only a spot of red. It's going to take me an hour to find it. Look, why? It's so easy for you people that can just see colour amongst. There it is. There's red. I just got to do that because it don't look finished otherwise. It's got this little thing at the front. And I've just seen it. This little thing. Let's do that one as well. There's nothing major, it just needed a little red because they're like little sensors. So yeah. Right, so Rasta, you flying in the bank tank open? No, bro. Yeah, jank tank, yank tank, spank tank. It needs a varnish, right? It's my varnish handy. I'm not going to worry about it. It needs a varnish, right? And that will settle down all the different paints we've used. Because what you're seeing is a little bit of pickup on some of the inks and the washes. But there you go. That is more than tabletop ready. And 2 hours. Not even 2 hours. I did it for once, Alex.
Good job. I'm impressed.
Any games this week? Al?
I think I got Thursday off, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ooh, so if Al's got Thursday off, we'll be having a game on Thursday, everyone. And, I've got that thing to show Lee. So, yeah, that's our little Thunderbolt to go with our lovely, beautiful... there you go. So these will be flying around. Al wants to just play a game now. What?
I just want the Thunderbolt.
You just want the Thunderbolt?
Yeah.
You can't have it. It's part of a set and we're going to give it to people. He's like, no, we have to give it to people. So it looks bloody happy, Rasta. Thank you, darling. So they're going to look great when they're all done, and I've done the other ones, and we've got them all in the skies battling each other, right? And let me show you this thing. Lee. Hold on 1 second. Right, this is a bit of a beast, Lee. It might be a bit hard actually even getting it under camera, but we will try. And this will be my lot for tonight. Okay. Jesus. so old. Right, let me try and build it. It's got to be built. Wait. Oh, Ulfric, I love you, mate. How's this go? That goes like that. And that goes in there. That's about right. No, it's not quite right. Hold on. So I'm trying to attach the thing that fits. Okay, it's close enough. Right, so Lee, I don't know if you can see. Oh, we've got a missing bit of gun. Lee! Got to pre-warn me, Lee. Right, so this is it. It's all in pieces because it's all meant to be taken apart to be painted. Let me try and get it all back together. If Shazbot's on here, you'll love this, mate. So this is a Orc battle wagon thing, and it's all been hand built and hand sculpted. Right, it's very hard for me to get it under camera and show you what's going on and how much work's been done. But everything's been re-sculpted and it's all been wired like it's real, and you can see you got like Pirate Mech Boy and he's got peg leg. You can't, it's really hard for me to show you the actual detail. I don't know if it's going to really work on this. Oh, there we go. In fact, Al.
Mm-hmm. You want full screen?
Yeah, let's try full screen.
You are really over on the right level.
So I know you. Let's just get right over it. There we go. So it's this big boat. I think you can see how big it is. It's not a great shot, Captain Rex. You can't see any of the detail, but oh, there's so much work in this, Lee. I can't even begin to tell you how hard this would be to try and get painted to the way I'd want it to be painted. I'll try and get some good photos of this. I'll try and get some good photos of this for you guys. This is all part of like the scratch build stuff I used to do. Right, so. Yeah, man. Let's get rid of that. I hate those things. Right. Yeah, Lee, I will try and get you some photos of that. But we're really out of focus with this camera. Do you not think? Do you think we're out of focus with main screen, everyone? I do. We're a bit pissed as well. I feel a bit like I'm on the side. Amazing. It's really hard to show you, Lee. That's better. That's better. Right. So look, thank you so much for hitting our stretch goals this week. Alex will make sure you've all got your spondoolies ready for next week's giveaway. We've got a couple of them. I'm going to pick out some really nice stuff off my shelf for you guys. So thank you for all your support recently. That's it really for tonight. Next week, oh, I tell you what I have got that I never told you guys about. I've been contacted by Simon Full of Love. And he's got this beautiful 3D printed Ahsoka bust, right? So we're talking this sort of scale. Ahsoka, man. Who doesn't love Ahsoka, right? God, I did Italian hands. Did you see that?
I did see that.
I did Italian hands. Who don't like Ahsoka? You have to tell me, ain't he? He was saying, does your dad always sound like that? Or did he sound like you when he was young? And as he's got a bit older, you become more Italian. You're probably right. So, I've got this bust coming to paint. I'm not exactly sure what we're painting next week. I'll sort some stuff out. If the bust is here, I'm going to start that. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm also going to be looking at ordering some stuff to do some sculpting online for you guys. Just kind of a project that we can work through. So up until then, hopefully join us Thursday. Yeah, it's a bust, Law, about this big. It's a bust about this big. Great stream, his phone's really nice. It's really focused. Everyone stay safe. One love. Thank you, Captain Rex. I do try. 2 hours flies because I just want to talk at you lot for 2 hours. That's the problem. Listen, come back Thursday. We'll try and have a game. It might not be normal time. We'll try and not do it when you guys are streaming. I know you go about 3:30 to 5, so if we do stream daytime, we'll try and miss you guys. Lee will be on. Are you on tomorrow, Lee? I think Lee's on tomorrow, isn't he? Probably Protec's on. If you've liked the page, you'll get the notifications. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. Perfect. So if you haven't subbed, please sub. If you haven't pushed the notifications button, please push the notification buttons. If you haven't been and liked our Facebook pages, Weekend Warlords, Rasta Mace Painting, what are you waiting for? Times are ticking. This is a lockdown environment. Oh, we're the only sources of entertainment there is left in the planet. Okay? I love you guys. Stay safe, right? Stay in your houses. Get a little bit of exercise, though. Don't eat too much rubbish. Don't drink too much beer. Come back next week. I love you all. Peace.